Yeah, if you'd like to know a story about a man, I'll tell you what, Duel and Phil, I'm going to tell you both a story about a man. And that man's name, friends, is Ted
What was his name?
Wheeler. His name is Ted Wheeler. And if you don't know, Ted Wheeler is the mayor of a city here in the United States called Portland, Oregon. I'm sure a few of you can guess where this story is going already. But I'm going to tell you a little story about Ted Wheeler, friends, if I possibly can. Woo! Starting in June 9th of last year, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler pledges to divert millions from the police bureau and ban chokehold and new city reform. Now, you might remember that this guy, Ted Wheeler, was one of these cats that in the Pacific Northwest here in the United States. It was big on the defund the police thing when all that was happening earlier this year. Now, obviously, most people recognize that long-term that's not a good idea. We do need a solution, but that is not the one, right? But this guy was one of the big proponents of it at that time. So here we are, June 9th. He pledges to divert millions. He's going to go big on defunding the police. Big proponent of it. He thought he had huge brass balls out there talking about that shit back this summer, too, as you might recall. Well, let's move forward a little bit in time. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler explains, well, he'll defund the police, but only a little bit. This is September of this year. So a couple months later, it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. We can't just remove law enforcement as part of civilization. Even Wyatt Earp knew that. Okay, you're right. I'll just defund him a little bit. And it'll be fine. Everything will be cool. My constituency will be happy. Somehow
we'll compromise.
Compromise. You know, we don't want to train police officers to stop killing people for no reason. Oh, no. That would actually work. Instead, we want to remove law enforcement altogether.
Besides, that smacks of effort, you know?
Oh, yeah, you have to try pretty hard to do stuff like that, man. That's the damn truth. So he said, okay, I'm only going to defund him a little bit. This is September 10th, 2020. Let's move forward just a hair to September 23rd. Portland mayor realizes defunding the police was a mistake. Says a cop union leader. Took him 2 weeks. To go, I've made a huge mistake.
It looks like that's what the look on that guy's face is.
I wish I had a Job clip right here. You know what I mean?
I've made a huge mistake.
You can settle things with a talking like this contest.
Was that him?
That was him.
So,
really him.
you know, he thought it was a good idea. He realized quickly it was not. Well, let's fast forward to where we are now. And unfortunately, you hate to see it, but the citizens of Portland, they've had to deal with a rising crime rate. And that's not everybody's fault there. You know, it's unfortunate that it is that way, but things have not gone perfectly for them in the last several months. And now here we are. And guess what? Ted Wheeler, who loves to come out there and pretend that he's got fucking brass nuts and he knows what he's doing, even though he keeps backpedaling when he realizes that he fucks his job up, even at the most minuscule of fucking levels. Here we go once again in January. Portland mayor promises to hold people responsible after 2 days of vandalism and violence. You know whose job that was, Ted Wheeler? The cops.
The police.
Jeez, man.
Teddy Wheels, come on, bro.
Teddy Wheels, what are you doing?
Oh,
boy, and he still thinks he's Puff out there too, man. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler pledges to push back harder against Antifa after a New Year's Eve riot. Yeah, remember when everybody told you this was going to happen like 7 months ago? Dude, Teddy Wheels. Teddy Wheels, have you learned nothing from 2020?
Teddy Wheels, we've been saying this shit since April, bro.
I know, Teddy Wheels, we're trying to have a better 2021 out here, and you are fucking it up by trying to pretend you're some kind of Puff guy when what you could have done was kept funding in place where it was and go down there and have a talk with some of these fucking police officers, put some programs in place, get some education in place so that these motherfuckers bring people to justice, not cause all unnecessary violence. And it's not like you got to do it to 100% of them out there, man. It's only the ones you got to deal with that you got to do it to. Teddy Wheels, you done fucked up.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist working in an unpopular medium.
Can I just speak to you? I mean, really speak to you like man to man.
I've known you for a long time, William.
And I know about your penchant for spying on women.